Hello, 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 everybody. What do you say we get this party rolling? I'm here to play Death on a Stick. Oh man, this thing is loud. Ugh. I've been wanting to play this one for a little while. So let me tell you, before we get into this, let me tell you what just the frick just happened. So, I haven't played Elden Ring in a while. And so I started it up, and the first thing it does is give me a inappropriate action starting in offline mode. I'm like, what the frick is going on? So I'm sitting here looking at stuff, and it's just like, oh, well, this could be, either you screwed yourself and you did something wrong, which I haven't done because I haven't played it in a really long time, and I was fine when I left. Or, like, all these system files and everything can be wrong. So I start those ones back up, restart everything, kind of get everything back in there. Nope, still broken. Keep trying. Finally, my whole computer just almost breaks itself down. Restart the entire computer, and now it works. And I'm sitting here thinking this whole time while this is going on, I'm going like, you know, back when I first played it, there was one section of the game that did that to me too. There's one section of the game where you have to kind of drop down, and as I was kind of like dropping down in there, I was looking at it and I'm going like, you know what? I could see like very little things, like sketchy little, some trash here, trash there, and I'm still going like, how on earth do you drop down here? I can't. How do you get from this to that? I can't see anything. I can't do anything. Go back into the game, restart everything because the entire area was corrupted. I did a lot of similar stuff, and what do you know? There's all these freaking platforms that's trapped down there. Okay, so class. Who do we want to play as? I gotta see. Confessors are the magics. Yeah, they're faith. High faith. Prisoner is pretty balanced on intelligence and dex. I kind of want to do samurai. Samurai Jacques. Warrior's a dual wielding class. That's weird to me. Or I think it's just. It's so weird. Like the entire thing is just so weird to me. Hey. Name. Who are we? We are Kulikan. Yeah, we'll go with type A. Young. Keepsake. What did I choose before? I'm trying to remember now. I think I chose the Crimson Amber Medallion. You can get quite a few of those. No. Physical damage, I don't want that. 5 circuit branch has begun. Power set. No. Forgive me, I'm probably going to be doing that a lot throughout the stream. I didn't feel great yesterday, which is why I canceled the stream. And then last night, I had this like acidic taste in my mouth. It woke me up. I like downed like 1.5 of my water bottles, trying to get it out. And so all day today, I've had this. If I take too deep of a breath, my throat just kind of goes. The golden seed would be nice because that would enhance my flasks. I'm not really worried about gaining many runes right off the bat. But you know what? I'm just going to go with that one. I think that'll probably be the best. These are so weird. I kind of have the build in mind that I'm kind of thinking I'm aiming for. Yeah, let's go with that one. Let's go with one. Make it a little bit more tanned. Let's see here. Hair. I do kind of go for a more shaggied appearance. Let's do that one. I kind of like that one. Root white. I don't need to worry about white. There's a certain point on character creation where I just kind of go like, this is too much. I know some people love like the ability to like, oh, I can do all of these things. But facial hair. See, they never quite have the right. Really have the quite version of goatee that I want. And we'll go with the stubbed. Like I like the goatee, but the goatees are always connected. I don't like the mustache, then the separation, and then like the goatee on the bottom. I was like, I don't like that. Eyes. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for the raid, Mrs. Happy. Thank you, thank you. Hello, hello, everybody. We're just getting started. Skip features. So, what kind of games were? Kind of game were you guys playing? How'd your stream go today? Hello, thank you for the raid, Mrs. Happy. Let's see here. Give you quick little. Minecraft. Oh. Yeah, I've got a small addiction to Minecraft right now. Are you doing anything fun or anything like that over there, or just playing around? Okay, let's go with that one. Yeah, I think we're going to stick with that. I was saying, it's been a while since I played this, so I'm try and hopefully I haven't gotten too rusty at this. I always loved playing through the Souls games. I should actually get remastered and play through that. I haven't done that before.
The fallen leaves tell a story. The great Elden Ring was shattered.
Oh no.
In our home, across the fog, the lands between. Now, Queen Marika the Eternal is nowhere to be found. And in the night of the Black Knives, Godwyn the Golden was first to perish. Soon, Marika's offspring, demigods all, claimed the shard.
I suppose I should also try to figure out which ending I
Elden
actually
Ring.
want to go for too. That's a toughie.
The mad taint of their newfound strength triggered the shattering. A war from which no lord arose. A war leading to abandonment by the greater will. Oh, rise now, ye tarnished, ye dead who yet live. The call of long-lost grace speaks to us all. Horalu, chieftain of the Badlands, the ever-brilliant Gold Mask. Fear, the deathbed companion, the loathsome dung-eater, and Sir Gideon Ofnir, the all-knowing.
I do like how in this one, all like those characters are people you can interact with outside of doing
And
boss fights.
one other, whom grace would again bless. A tarnished of no renown. Cross the fog to the lands between. To stand before the Elden Ring. And become the Elden Lord.
Excuse me. We are going to be dying a lot, aren't we? The ring. I gotta try and remember all the controls and stuff again. Tarnished figure. Ah, nope. I keep wanting to do A because I'm so used to doing A in older. There we go. Yeah, that's right. All right. I'm so used to doing A in so many of the older games. Try fingers. I think most of the bloodstain stuff from around here, if I remember correctly, is from the coming back here later. The one thing I would love to try and do, I haven't actually managed to do this before, is actually to defeat the enemy up here. Oops. There we go. I remember so many people at the start of this. Yeah, falling to that, jumping off the edge. It's like, am I supposed to go forward? No, you're not. There was... I don't know. If it's a hard item, I should be able to get it pretty easily. I'm trying to remember here, because I know there were some... Oh, no, wait, that's right. This is all locked up. I was trying to remember, it's just like, I know that you can come back here, and there's a couple of items you can get back here later on. Oh no, I do have it equipped, okay. But as I was trying to remember, it was like, wait, you have to go back there to get it. I don't think you can get it there yet. I know I did look some exploring around here the first time I ever got in here and played. Alright, come on, you little bastard. You can beat this enemy, but it's not easy to do. Ah. Up there. I'm not that good, apparently. I'm a bad Elden Ring player. In Souls games it's almost scripted for you to actually die. You can beat these enemies. It's not impossible to do. But I really love the way Bloodborne did it the best for the first enemy. Like you were supposed to die to it, but wasn't too difficult to beat him if you wanted to. And then it was just the next time that you died, it just, that was the enemy that sent you to the main hub. Excuse me. And so that's the thing. It's just like here, I'm trying to remember. I think what did I read this? Like it's just like another enemy or something that sends you there, or you just have to fall off a cliff, and the game sends you here. This is where I was like, I don't feel like they did this one right. I don't think so. But my bigger question is, why are you here?
Don't worry, Torrent. Fortune is on his side.
Oh, she's actually
We
riding
found him
side
here,
saddle.
after all. One of his kind is sure to seek the Elden Ring.
I was kind of more surprised when they didn't do
Even
a
if
lot
it
of
does
additional
violate the
uh,
Golden Order.
content. Because one of the things that people started figuring out throughout the game as you collect the greater runes is that putting the runes together would actually form the symbol of the Elden Ring, the one that's on the load screen. But there's at least one of them that is listed specifically as nobody knows where it is, with the idea that there could even be a few more out there. And so there was something that people kind of went through and was like, what if they add more and we can end up finding them all? And so I thought that'd be super interesting to add that as like a DLC to go and find more of these runes. Alright. Cave of Knowledge. Okay. First thing we want to do, the way that I play, I want to take off my oops, that's not what I want. No, I don't have that. Allocate flash charges. Ugh, excuse me. There we go. Nope, that's the wrong button. That's the right button. Equipment and remove. I'll keep it, but I don't usually use magical abilities, especially not when I'm playing with this type of class. So there's no real reason to hold on to it. One thing I do have to worry about a little bit here, I don't have... I need to focus more on dodging in early game than I do because the shield does not have a 100% physical blockage. Oh man, my throat is going to kill me before the end of the day. Oh shoot, that's right, you're up there. Why on earth did they put that on that one? I was hoping. Okay. No drops? Yeah, screw you. Yeah, a couple of bloodstains. Some people have died out here. I could try... Let's see here if I can still do it. Still do my parry stuff. Spearmen are usually some of the best ones to start practicing it on early game. So when they do frickin' attack. Really, dude? Really? Yeah, well, I'll take that instead. I do remember being much better at backstabbing in this game than I was at parrying. Game's freaking trolling me. Or it's trying to, anyway. I think they wanted me to wait to take down the other guy, but I'm not doing that. Yeah, yeah. Use your skill, use your skill. Makes you harder to detect, also makes it easier for you to do this. Love that noise. That's the boss room. That's something I always seem to forget about, is the power one from doing it from above. Alright, shall we take on the boss? Let's take him on and take him down, laddies. A soldier of Godric. This is actually a pretty easy boss fight. Because he really just... He doesn't have much health. Seriously, that was actually one of the most disappointing things when I played this through originally. It was just kind of like, aw, really? That's it. That's what you got. That's it. Oh. You gotta go through all that just for a couple of rewards. Stance. Alright, let's get out of here. There's no point in hanging around. After all, we want to get out into the world! Out in the world and maybe die. 4. Where am I getting 4 souls from? Or runes, I guess, technically. They're runes in this game. Yeah, there's an item up back behind me, but you can't get that until we have our horse. We have Torrent. Excuse me. It's that area. That area is hard. That is an instant death mechanic area, like no other. Try a gold summon sign, that's right. That was the summoning mechanic in here. take our first steps out into the world. I suppose if I was completely insane, I could try to just auto fruits, mushrooms, item crafting. I suppose I could just try to take down the tree sentinel. I've never done that at like level 1. I suppose technically though I'm not actually at level 1, am I? Rest there, restore my health. Hello, I'll talk to you.
Tarnished, are we?
Only mostly.
Come to the lands between for the Elden Ring?
It's
Of
mine.
course you have.
We want the rings, yes we do this.
Unfortunately
take all of the
for you,
rings.
however, you are maidenless.
Maidenless?
Without guidance,
Maidens?
without the
How do you
strength
expect
of
us to
runes,
get to the
and
maidens?
without an invitation to the round table hold, you are fated, it seems, to die in obscurity. Luckily for you, however, there is one shining
die in
ray
obscurity,
of
die in
hope.
obscurity.
Even the
I'll show you
maidenless.
die in obscurity.
Me, Vare. Take care to listen. Are you familiar with grace?
Only
The
mostly.
golden light that gives life to you, tarnished. You may also behold its golden rays, pointing in a particular direction at times. That is the guidance of grace, the path that a tarnished must travel. Indeed. Grace's guidance holds the answers.
I've seen so many
It
people
will
attack
lead
this
you
guy flat
tarnished
out and
to
get
the
into a
path
massive
you are
fight they
meant to
can't
follow,
handle.
even if it leads you to your grave.
Yeah, alright, doesn't matter. Yeah, summoning pools. I don't plan on doing a ton of summoning here early game. 'Cause most of the bosses I've never found to be uber difficult to try and take on my own. We'll see. Tree Sentinel. I've seen some people come here and fight him with the Deprived at level 1, and I'm always just so freaking impressed by that. Like, that takes skill to do that. Alright, in here we go. Spend runes and smith stones to strengthen your armaments. Your armor's even stronger! Well, we're not going to use the table.
You're a tarnished. I can see it. And I can also see
Excuse me?
that you're not after my throat.
No.
Then why not purchase a little something? I am Kale, purveyor of fine goods.
Hello, Carla.
You know, if you can spare the runes, you should buy yourself a crafting kit. A crafting kit allows essential, really. If you intend to, the kit costs a bundle, but the important thing is that you survive.
Yeah, blah, 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 blah. So things we do want to get from, we do want to get, like, cookbooks, because that will help with a lot of our crafting stuff. But this is the most important thing to get early game. Just so you can actually start using that. Outside of this, I'm not gonna buy either one of those right now.
I'm glad you took my warning. You've made an
Items. Basically, I need items in order to craft items. Who would have thunk it? First thing I'm going to do, though, is actually something I didn't do the first time I actually came here. And we're going to go and head straight towards where we actually can pick up our leveling stuff. I actually wandered around here for a little bit before I finally found it. I don't know how many runes I gained and lost in the meantime. I did end up buying a bunch of stuff, so it wasn't exactly though I lost out. It's easier to do this type of thing at night, but obviously didn't quite get close enough that time. One of the things we want to try and do early on is get ourselves a shield. A better shield. One that has 100% physical blockage. Ooh, cookery. Alright, fine. No, I don't actually remember this part. I don't remember this cave specifically. I guess I should. I should throw that part out there. I don't remember this cave. Probably just another dungeon. Let's take a quick peek down here and see what we see. Most of the caves are something you're going to want to have some extra lighting when you go into it. Yeah, it's a cave. Dungeon. You want to go, puppies? Beast bones. You can use that to make some arrows. So that's something useful to pick up early game. I didn't expect them to all jump up there like that. I'm not going to stay down here for too long because I do want to try and get myself to. I do want to get over to where we can pick up the leveling. We don't have to waste too many runes on just kind of meandering ourselves around. Oh, that's right. Let's try Justery. I don't remember. They started doing some weird things with hidden doors in these games. Crackpot. That's useful. That's the way down. We're not going to go down there just yet. I've already used up 2 of my flasks. And and more importantly, at least in my opinion more importantly, I are not quite equipped yet. I would really like to have a light source when I go down there. Oh, you want to go, piggy? He runs away. Resin. I don't get a lot of animals and stuff. They're just more. They're there for specific reasons, but they're more of a pain in the butt to just try and go for, unless you have a specific. Oh, excuse me. A specific reason to go in for one or the other. Here we go. Should be able to rest at this one and get our hands on the ability to level up. We will not be maidenless for long. You see, you just gotta know some people. That's how this game works. You gotta know some people. Where'd your horse go?
Greetings,
Hey,
traveler from beyond the fog. I am Melina. I offer you an accord. Have you heard of the Finger Maidens?
that sounds dirty.
They serve the Two Fingers, offering guidance and aid to the tarnished.
Guidance and aid.
But you, I am afraid, are maidenless. I can play the role of maiden, turning runes into strength to aid you in your search for the Elden Ring.
Oh, that would be useful.
You need only take me with you to the foot of the Erd Tree.
I
When
accept.
it's settled, summon me by grace to turn runes into strength. Ah, another matter.
Another matter.
I bequeath to you this ring.
Spectral Steed Whistle.
Use it to traverse great distances. It will summon a spectral steed named Torrent.
Love the horse in this game.
Torrent has chosen you. Treat him with respect.
Level up.
Shall I turn your runes to strength? Let my hand rest upon you. For but a moment, share them with me.
Spend runes to
Your
increase your
thoughts.
stuff.
Your ambitions. The principles you would follow.
Dex. Let's go with Dex. We can only do one right now. How did I do this one before? I'm sure. Where did I put this before, actually? Uh. No. I'm trying to remember now. I know that there was a way that I put this. Oh wait, no, I remember now. There we go. That's one of the things I do remember is that the UI for the game is not difficult, but not exactly like straightforward. Alright, let's get back here. Oh, booyah. Let's see here. Is she here, or do we need to go rest? We might have to rest. I only had a life.
This tiny golden aura is the grace of the Erd Tree.
Ah, is
This
it?
light once shone in the eyes of your tarnished brethren, but now it is all that guides you. Or so I hear. You can see them, can't you? The rays of grace that guide you through your burden. Upon the cliff in Castle Stormvale is a shard bearer, a demigod.
Yeah, it's a
who
really tough
inherited
fight,
a
too.
fragment of the shattered Elden Ring. If the rays of grace signal the castle, then the Elden Ring beckons you. As an ally by pact, I pray that you are fit to face the challenge presented by the ring.
Yeah, that's something we're going to
Upon
have to
the
kind of go
cliff,
for.
a demigod. If the rays of grace signal, then the Elden as
yeah,
an
blah, blah,
ally,
blah, blah,
I pray
blah.
that to face the challenge.
I know it has to be at night before we can do this. I think maybe I need it to be day and then night again. Let's see here. I'm trying to get one of the other NPCs to show up. Oh, okay, so it's past time. Let's go until morning. I know it's supposed to happen at night. So I'm trying to manipulate the game into doing what I want it to do in essence. That was weird. Not only did my horse not show up, but it gave me the noise like it had. This was something that I found early on. I was trying to figure out where exactly I was supposed to go. I missed. I found that I ended up doing the first dungeon in the game by complete accident. I'm pretty sure I ended up spending or losing all of the runes I got from it, though. I was sitting there going, just kind of like, what on earth am I supposed to do? I don't know. Let's go till dusk. Till nightfall. I really just want to kind of see this NPC, because she can give us a couple more items that'll be useful. Strange. It's one of those things, I'm trying to remember exactly how it all works together right now. Sneaking, 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 sneaking. You wouldn't really think this armor would be great for sneaking. Goody, what'd you give me? Bolts. That'd be more useful if I actually had a crossbow and not a bow. Ooh, excuse me. I do swear though, I swear I remember. I want to go home. Oh, there's home. That's home for us. Up there. The Earth Tree and the Elden Ring. One thing that I did find out was that the horse combat is like really, really strong in this game. And in my opinion, it was actually pretty well done. Pretty basic though compared to the like normal combat, but it didn't feel strange or out of place. Oops. I swear there was a better way that I did that, but I don't remember off the top of my head. Oh yeah, all the turtles. You could get... Well, I say you could get shells from the turtles. Maybe break glowing runes and you could get stuff from them. Trying to get this NPC to spawn is just driving me nuts. I don't remember, I thought it was just after you got Torrent, but maybe I was wrong. I don't know. Let's go ahead and head towards this dungeon. At least we're trying to do something rather than just kind of wait around. Let's see what we got going on here, shall we? Shall we? I always end up sitting in weird spots when I play Souls games for some reason. I'm not sure why. Fruits, fruits, nothing but fruits! Enemy will replenish your flat. Oh, that's right. You can get flasks too. For defeating enemies. That saved my butt on more than one occasion. So one of the things they've kind of done in this game is they have two different types of dungeons. They kind of have the more traditional dungeons. Traditional. Souls game traditional. And some newer types, and so this thing is like, oh yeah, that's right. It's some of like the more traditional dungeons. It actually works far better if you have your yeah, the dungeon's back there. I'll get to it here in just a sec. I just about ready to pull out my look it up. I mean, what the? You're supposed to be here. Why aren't you here yet? It's supposed to be the NPC that everyone goes crazy over. I did do her quest line my first time through though, because I did want the sword. Oh, she's not here. So, different traders, I should say this one, different traders can give you different things. You can get some crafting gear from them, which is super useful to have. You can get the other item that you can get from them that's really useful to have is you can actually get a you can get little notes from them, because the thing you saw me looking at, and those notes will give you like pointers like, oh, there's this wonderful thing over there, you should probably go take a look at it. So they can point you in the right direction to actually acquire some pretty decent items, as long as everything works out. So like there's one, we'll get to it in a little bit. I know where it is, it's a fair distance away from here. Alright, this is the first dungeon in the game. returning to the Earth Tree. Have patience until the time comes, and the roots call you. Oh, didn't mean to talk to him again. My bad. And that's the way forward. I'm gonna get jumped. I knew it, and it still happened. Oh, there's another one in here too. I'm getting really close to bleed. Oh, no, that's not an item. Okay. That was not worth it. That was definitely not worth it. There we got door to go down. Mine. Pop you. Better to have than not use than to want and not have later. Oh, that's right. That's one of these types of dungeons. I do have to be a little bit careful with my flasks. I can go back to the Grace after I... Here I have enemy on right. This. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Nope, I'm not gonna make anything. Oh, got the hello. Nothing. Nothing. Go back down then. I don't have to worry about you for at least 5 minutes. Anything? Alright, so I want to be on this side. There's probably an enemy in there. I'm out of flasks. Now that's where things get fun. Shoot. I'm gonna do this one with fire. I am using up some mana and some arrows to do this, but out of flasks. Forgot how many of these little bastards there were back here. I also forgot how much of a freaking advantage, but these little guys are. Now, if there were any back here, they would have jumped out at me by now. Okay. Let's get myself back up here, shall we? think we're getting close. Torch. The frickin' torch got me. Oh, you got me on blood loss twice. Oh, that's it, laddie. We're gonna go and have some fun with you. I'm gonna beat you black and blue until you can't even stand up straight anymore. Dying, you'll revive at the last sight, and you'll drop all your runes. Yeah, basic objective, get back to where you were without dying. Dumbass. Come down here. Alright, where's the other one that was... Oh, really? So that's where I was. So my hope here is should be able to get back up top without too much difficulty. And then these guys stay down because I've already locked them into their down position, so I don't have to worry about them. I can skip going to all of those guys because they don't have anything that I want and or need. And you. Just give me my shit back. And that is the samurai's unsheathing technique, also known as Iai Jutsu. Come back far enough. Should be able to lure him out here. Come here. Come on. Alright, fine. You don't want to come to me? I'll come to you. I thought maybe. Ah, summoning bells. Spirit summoning bell. You use ash to summon various spirits. Alright, so this is the Wandering Nobles. They're not very good. Yeah, I didn't think so. There's usually multiple messages just hanging around lying to you. Some of these dungeons are actually really, really extensive. You can get lost in them. Other ones like this one aren't too bad. There we go. Okay. Didn't realize that when that was up, I couldn't attack. I'm sitting there going like, I can't hit you. Why can't I not hit you? Alright, we're going to go back to the site of Grace and rest up. Ooh, I got a decent number of runes built up. Now don't die. But what else we can do, because we now also have those, we're going to go over here. We're going to rest at the site of grace. Or maybe you have to activate so many sites of grace before you can get her to show up. Oh, I can talk to Melina again.
Me? I'm searching.
But what are you searching
for my
for?
purpose, given to me by my mother inside the Earth Tree. Long ago, for the reason that I yet live, burned and bodiless. There is something for which I must apologize. I've acted the Finger Maiden, yet can offer no guidance. I am no maiden. My purpose was long ago lost.
Dun 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 dun. Well, that's not that bad.
Shall I turn your rune? Let my hand rest. Share them with me.
Okay.
Your thoughts.
So we're going to be doing a strength dex build.
The principles you would follow.
Basically being that we're going to kind of hard get our runes up to our runes, our strength and dex. I think 50 is the small cap. I have to double check what the small cap is, but we're basically going to be pushing those two up to about as high as they can go. That's right, it's Cat Dog. I forgot to... It's been a while, I can tell. Ooh, that one stung. Oh, that one was a lot. I forgot to also equip my noble spirits. So let's go ahead. Put my wandering noble ashes over there. There's a really good one, and once I get it, I will max that one out and use it from now until Kingdom Come. But until then, we'll just kind of make do with whatever other ones we can get our hands on. Oh, you're not gonna let me summon. Alright, fine, you little bosh tet. Oh wow, that was bad for me. Amazing how I did decently well against the boss the first time, and now I can't do jack. I overcommit, that's part of my problem. You spun on me. I have not seen you do that before. Breathe fire. I didn't dodge that one right. I knew that one. As soon as I started doing it, I'm like, I didn't dodge too early. I dodged too early. I was hoping maybe I went early enough that I could try and go for a second dodge. But I wouldn't be normally going two-handed, but the thing is with the shield not having 100% physical block, it makes it a lot harder to try and excuse me. Makes it a lot harder since you can't actually. Oh, for the love of Pete. See, that was a good block. That was a good touch. Really? You went for a 4. That's unusual. Usually it only goes for 2 or 3. Ah, dodged that one wrong too. Dude, just one. Nope, going for 4. Wow. Fire. You can try and circle the fire, or you can just outpace the fire. Come here, you little bastard. Ah, did that one bad. I only need like 3 more hits. And there we go. Double sorcerer ashes. Oh, all this tree roots. Bloody tree roots everywhere. Turn to the entrance. So a lot of the lore behind the dungeons, if I remember correctly, has to revolves around the fact that they're supposed to be like the roots of the Erd tree, and they're being, guarded or whatever by these enemies, and so you have to kind of go up against them. The dungeons aren't terrible, but I wouldn't say that they're necessarily great either. A lot of times they're very identical. Like that boss, we'll see that boss multiple times throughout the course of the game. Now, depending on where zone you're in, when you're supposed to get there, they'll be more difficult, but it's the same boss. I mean, what do you want me to say? It's the same boss over and over and over again. We're out of flasks. We're at a little under half health. Let's go ahead and rest up here. Sorry, dude.
Wait. Well, you're back. I am of a nomadic people, selling wares as I travel.
Yeah,
The
selling
land
wares.
has been
Yeah,
tainted
I
by
sell
madness
things.
since the
That's all I
shattering
do.
of the Elden Ring. It's only tarnished like yourself, who keep things from drying up entirely. Let's say you're a very welcome customer.
Hooray, we're welcome. How many do I have here? Oh, good. We'll buy that one, and we'll buy that one.
Goodbye.
So that increases our crafting capabilities. Excuse me. Every single time you buy those types of things from them, you'll gain some more until nightfall. I'm trying to remember exactly when I can get her to show up. Come on, Ronnie. I just want you to show up. I just want you to show up, alright? Is that too difficult, Ronnie? Are you too busy trying to chase down your moonlit great sword? That's a weapon I love that weapon, but I never have the I never have the right stats to use it. Because I don't go let me see here. Yeah, because I want the spirit calling bell. Really? I was just looking up because apparently I'm not the only person who's had this problem. Well, shall we go have fun? Apparently they're saying one thing that we can do is let the tree sentinel kill you once. Oh, I died. It's probably best to go after him with the torrent, but I just wanted to see how well I would do. Let's see here if that actually works.
This way, Tarnished.
There we
May
go.
I have a word?
Oh, there we go. Hi,
Pleasure to
Ronnie.
meet thee, Tarnished.
This
I
is
am
lots
the
of people's
witch Renna.
waifus.
I'd heard tell of a Tarnished hurtling about atop a spectral steed.
Ah,
And
be me.
upon looking into the matter, the talk, I surmise, is of thee. Thou art possessed of the power, no? To call forth a spectral steed named Torrent.
Yeah.
As I had hoped, I was entrusted this for thee.
I
by
forgot this is
Torrent's
the item I
former
needed.
master.
You need the spirit calling bell in order to actually call the ashes.
'Tis a bell for calling forth spirits.
Since I didn't have it, that's why I
Summon
couldn't
them with
summon
it.
my monsters.
From ash and return to the Erdtree, the spirits will obey thine command but briefly, as they recall battles past. Now it is thine, to do with as thou wishest.
Huzzah!
Forgive mine intrusion, Tarnished. I doubt we shall again meet.
Oh,
all
we
the
can meet
same,
again.
Learn well the lands between.
You
How
can follow
long
her
will it
quest
be,
chain for
I
quite some
wonder,
distance before we become locked
before
on
the
orders.
Tarnished tire of obeisance to the two fingers?
She's gone. There we go. Rest up at the site of grace. There's no real point to pass time or anything like that. But let's go for just a little bit longer. Next thing I want to do is I want to try and get the flask of physic. So much easier to do that. Well, that was strange. I don't know why, and I'm sure that most players don't have a very great clue as to why exactly letting the tree sentinel kill you will get Ronnie to spawn. But it will. So there you go. If you can't get Ronnie to spawn, go die. let's get moving. There's a couple of places like I'd want to go here. You. Ah, no, come back, come back, come back, come back, come back. I should have stayed on the horse. I should have stayed on the horse. Crimson and Cerulean Teardrop Scarabs, defeating them replenishes the flask, the master type. However, you cannot replenish more flasks than. Oh, that's right. They're worthless. They're not worthless, but they're not. They don't work very well. They're super useful only from like time to time type of a deal. Now here, we can start having some fun. Okay, so you're there and there. Remembering where all the enemies are here. I'm gonna get you. I can't By the way, the katana is not going to be the weapon that I'm keeping for the long game. I will keep it, and I'll even get more. But I have a slightly, I want to make sure I get that too, different weapon in mind for mid to late game. I'm not too far away from where I can get it. But it's not a super easy weapon to get either. Shoot, you called them all. Not what I wanted you to do. I'm not prepared for that type of fight. That's the toughest enemy, that one. These enemies are tough, not because they're difficult, but because they're spears and they have huge shields. But sometimes, you just get a little bit lucky. Alright, these places you want to go to, because just about every single one of them, there is these types of little areas. So you go down here, and you can get an item. This one, I believe, yep, is the skill. So you get the Ashes of War and the Whetstone Knife. Whetstone Knife lets you change out the special abilities of your weapons to other ones. That can be useful because, case in point, my shield has the parry ability. Not every shield, though, will have it. So if I want that skill, I can now change out to that skill. Yeah, there's a grace point down there. I'm going to stab you in the back. Open this chest. Ooh, flail. There should be potentially some fun. And you're down. I think just about every enemy's down except for like the two big ones. Might be one or two more hanging out around here too. Come on, anybody else? Anybody else want to take on the tarnished dead of the world? I'm gonna try to avoid straight up combat with most shielded enemies early game here. Lord Sworn's great sword. Can I even equip that? No, I cannot. I need 16 strength. And it'd have more base attack, but it would have less bonus. You can kind of see here, you see the 115 plus 21, that's how much physical damage I do. This one's got 136, but it only gives me 54, which would be a decrease. Or... no, yeah, freaking... oh, it's minus 54, excuse me. It's minus 54 right now because I don't have enough strength. So if you get everything together, I would actually have... this would technically be a better weapon. So this enemy here, you see he's got a horn. He's the enemy you least want to have sticking around for long. Because if he blows the horn, lots of crap happens. That's what we really wanted out of this camp. Now, we have the map. This little section of the map. So in time, we'll want to go up over here. In time, not yet. I want to get this guy. But he's not easy. Stab him in the back. But yeah, say it's not going to do much health to do that. And there was the blood loss. I wasn't sure if I was going to get him there or if I was going to have to back up. Anyway, so that's that camp completely taken care of. Didn't actually need to kill everybody, but why not be thorough? Let's go here and pick up this. This is just another grace point. You could either use this grace point or the one that I actually used in order to get Melania, and get her to just give you stuff. I'm going to up my strength again. Actually, hold on. Go back and rest. I need to do my Ashes of War. Make sure that they're actually capable. War, you can ask to grant skills or weapons to your armament. Armor, you're going to have one skill. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. So each one of my things right now has its own skill. I'm not going to swap them out. I just wanted to kind of pull that one up and show that. We're actually going to head southwards from here. Oop, I want to hit that skull and that skull. Mistimed the first one, but any glowing skull will have some item inside of it, so you definitely want to make sure you pick it up.
You there. Could you help us out, Cully?
I'll use the bird's eye telescope. If I remember correctly, I think I remember exactly where that voice is coming from. I think it's that bush. I'll double check it to make sure here. You can skip out on a lot of the, look at the size of it. You can miss out on like certain storylines and character motivations. And the thing is, there's also a lot of, I think it's that bush right there. There we go.
What'd you go and do that for? Oh, yes. I remember.
Do you?
Some clod turned me into a tree. You were just breaking the spell, weren't you?
A little bit.
Thank you.
The name's Bok. I was pushed out of the cave, told not to come back. Not ever. Then I ended up as a tree.
Aw, sad faces.
Lucky you came along, really. Oh, what a shame. When they threw me out of the cave, they took everything I owned. And so this is all I have to express my thanks. I hope you can forgive me.
We get some mushrooms.
Well, if you can afford to wait for a while, I could sneak back into the cave and bring back. Then I'd be of some.
So he can go off and try and do that. What's this? Ooh, nice. Leaf. Wait, did I activate that one? I did activate. I did. Oh, yeah. One thing I kind of wish that the game would do is if it would give you the ability to tell which dungeons you've finished and which ones you haven't. The only way that I found previously is now that I'm inside, if I pull up my map, you see I'm locked out. I can't travel out. I can turn around and run out, but I can't fast travel out. Once I have finished the dungeon, then I could fast travel out of the dungeon. Excuse me. How did you miss? There we go. That's the toughest one out of all of them. Make me use up more than I wanted to. What is my shield at, actually? 68%. 68% physical blocking, because I should state that part a little bit more. A lot of these earlier dungeons, a lot of the dungeons start running together just because they're not very interesting. I'm not sure if I actually ever did this one. Come here. He uses large, slow attacks, but chains a lot of them together. Ah, whoop, there, I got him. There we go. Oh, we got the Feldrake Talisman. I don't think that's actually useful to me, though. Yeah, boost fire damage negation. Not useful right now. We don't have to deal with a lot of fire damage early game here. I should look back on my original account at some point. I had one message that was upvoted, like, the ever-living crap out of it. Oh, jeez. That happens occasionally, too. Because of the nature of Elden Ring, I don't even remember which room. I want to keep Bow. Bow's always a good one to have. I'm not even sure if I have. Yeah, I do. I do have this one. Oh. The Elden Ring. Alright. There is a statue, a couple of statues I think actually, in late game that does react if you perform a certain action in front of it. But that's more of a tricky gameplay over anything else. The one thing I do want to try and do here. Man, I can't stop with the coughing tonight. One thing I do want to try and do at some point is I do want to try and get down to the beach over here.
Well, you're back.
Yes. I have returned.
Goodbye.
It's always nice doing business, isn't it? Yeah, buy cookbooks, you can learn how to craft things. You can see I can make arrows. Problem being that I really need feathers in order to make good arrows. And I'm not going to get feathers easily in this game. Different ones love different things. You need tamarind boost robustness, throw at enemies. Excuse me. Holy pot. Oh, this is just everything. So a lot of these ones are useful, some of them are not as useful. But it's good, anytime you find a merchant, it's always a good idea to try and purchase every single one of their books from them. I want to try figure out, how did I get down to this beach before? I think I died. There's a way to get down to the beach, and there's a way to get over to the island over there. And I kind of remember how to get to the island. And this is how you get down to the beach. We're going to ignore you. So there's actually another thing down here. I never got this one. I did get a couple of the other ones. There, as you can see it right there, that in front of you. That is actually something that you can get. It's an actual like creature. You have to hit it, but you have to hit like the head of it. And it's actually very, very difficult to do. You have to almost try and get ahead of it. I went too far ahead of it. This is one, like, I remember doing these. Nope, did it too early. These ones are really hard to do, in my opinion. It's probably been one of the hardest things in the game. Trying to time your attack just right to hit him in the head. There's some of them that I've gotten like first try, and then other ones where I like can't get it all. I need to target it earlier. Way too late. There we go. Ashes of War Stomp. Sweep. Swamp. Stamp. So yeah, anytime you see something like that, you can just activate your... activate. Activate's a stupid word there. you just have to kind of like try and hit it. If you manage to actually hit it on the head, hello. There we go. I don't remember him being hostile, but I don't really remember him either. Alright, I know there's another merchant down here, and I would love to try and make my way out to that island. I don't want to go for too much longer, though. So today was kind of going to be a day to make up. I'm not back to 100%. Definitely not bad off, though. I've been doing some really fun things in Minecraft. Can't wait to show you guys some of it. So, like, one of the things I did, I'm working on building, I'd like to build a slime farm. Because I started trying to get into some of the more chaotic redstone things in the game. And for that, you need to use a lot. I mean, a lot. A lot of sticky. You need to have a lot of pistons, and more specifically, you need a lot of sticky pistons. Sticky pistons, you need slime balls. I was talking with one of my roommates, not my roommates, one of my co-worker, and he's like, "Oh, I could never get slimes to stop spawning." I'm like, "I never have them spawn in the first freaking place." So, they just always spawn for me. Well, you know, they never spawned for me.
I don't want any trouble.
Yes, you do. Don't lie. Alright, first things first. Armorer's Cookbook. And then this one, and then this one.
All done? Well, we'll...
I always want to have more and more things. We look here. The Flask of Wondrous Physic remains in the Third Church. Yes, I know where that is, roughly. Someone lurks amongst the waypoints in the roads through Limgrave. We've already seen that. Land squirts where are soft where they touch ground, and poison will cause them to rupture. And the heads of the Stone Digger trolls bear old wounds. So there's little things, little hints, not necessarily just about the world, but also about different enemies, strategies on how to beat them. There's an enemy in the later portion of the game where it'll kind of give you the idea of, hey, maybe you need to do this, or maybe you should do that type of a deal. So they're definitely nice little things to have, especially if you're starting out playing the game.
Oh. What are you doing here?
I've come to kick butt.
You must leave this place.
Yeah, but maybe next time on that one. I'm going to go ahead and end off the stream here for tonight, guys. Tomorrow, we've got more World of Warcraft. And then tomorrow and Thursday, we got World of Warcraft. And then next weekend, we're back in Elden Ring. I might do Minecraft a little bit one of those days, just to kind of mix it up a little bit and have some fun. But other than that, yep. So thank you for everybody for watching. And I will see you all hopefully tomorrow. Take care.